Ist leider auch wieder einen Ticken lang. Hält mir eigentlich gar nicht, aber muss. Oh. Vergesst, dass ich jetzt so schnell bin jetzt.
Acting Director of National Intelligence, replacing Tulsi Gabbard, who announced her resignation in May. Pulte has no known background in intelligence. He'd been serving as director of the Federal Housing Finance Agency, where he used his position to join Trump's campaign of retribution against his political enemies by making criminal referrals over claims of mortgage fraud. Among those targeted were California Senator Adam Schiff, New York Attorney General Letitia James, and Federal Reserve officials Jerome Powell and Lisa Cook. The Pentagon's hired a convicted January 6 rider to a counter-terrorism
flattern wir erstmal dahin, wo wir irgendwas abholen müssen. Das Sprit sieht noch ganz gut aus. Ich gucke mal, ob ich dann zwischendrin irgendwo eine Werkstatt finde, dass ich mich nochmal repariere. Und dann wird das durchgehen eigentlich. Also der Plan ist jetzt von Lake Havasu City nach Indio, Kalifornien. Also wieder zurück nach Kalifornien, wo ich eigentlich nicht hin wollte. Eigentlich wollte ich rechts hoch. Aber es gab keine Aufträge, die kurz genug waren dafür. Dauern alle viel zu lange. So viel Zeit habe ich eigentlich nicht. Ich habe keine Zeit, da jetzt 2 Stunden rumzufahren.
The $1.8 billion slush fund for Trump's allies, telling a House Appropriations Committee, quote, "We're not moving forward with the fund, period," unquote. Blanche clarified that only the fund was being scrapped. The rest of the settlement between Trump and the IRS over the leaking of his tax returns remains in force. The settlement includes a sweeping addendum that permanently bars the IRS from investigating Trump, his family, and their businesses. This is Democratic Congress member
krass. Hört man voll, ne? Aber halt für dass der Motor kaputt ist. Das Getriebe. Ja, das Getriebe beim Schalten hat aber Probleme.
For the president and his family and his business, etc. That stands. In Portugal, hundreds of far-right activists gathered last Saturday for the annual Remigration Summit, advocating for the mass deportation of immigrants. Former U.S. Border Patrol Chief Gregory Bovino and white nationalist leader Jared Taylor were VIP guests alongside elected officials from Germany's far-right anti-immigrant AfD party and Spain's Vox. In an interview ahead of the event, Bovino cited Nazi Germany's lead general Erwin Rommel as an inspirational figure.
Starbridge.
Said, quote, "If there is inspiration gained from the U.S. Border Patrol model and method, then fantastic," unquote. Bovino was fired after immigration agents under his command killed 37-year-old VA nurse Alex Preti in Minneapolis. New Jersey's Attorney General Tuesday filed a lawsuit against the private prison company Geo Group operating the ICE jail known as Delaney Hall. The lawsuit alleges Geo Group violated state law by blocking inspectors from the facility's medical units, sleeping quarters, and bathing areas during a visit last Friday. New Jersey's governor, Michael Sherrill, said in a statement, quote, "If the Geo Group with a $1 billion government contract has nothing to hide, and the conditions inside Delaney Hall are as safe and as sanitary as this private corporation and the Trump administration claim, then there is no legitimate reason why my health inspectors are being kept from full access throughout the building," unquote. The city of Newark already filed.
Okay, aber wie gesagt, erstmal zwischendurch gucken.
At a news conference
Da
on
ist nur ein
Monday,
Parkplatz.
Newark Mayor on Tuesday, Newark Mayor
Hier haben wir
Ross
was.
said they will expand that litigation to call for
Wir machen hier ein extra Ding hin.
Mayor Baraka also announced he's lifting the nightly curfew around
Da
11
müssen wir
o'clock. It
runter.
comes as hundreds of immigrants detained at the ICE jail are continuing their hunger and labor strike. The Supreme Court ruled Tuesday Alabama can use a new congressional map which removes one of 2 House districts represented by a black Democratic Congress member. The ruling means Alabama's midterm elections will feature 6 Republican-leaning districts and only 1 Democratic-leaning one. In her dissent, Justice Sonia Sotomayor wrote, quote, "Now the court is squarely faced with a record of the turmoil it's caused and the harm it's wrought. Yet just as Alabama doubled down on racial discrimination, the court today doubles down on chaos," she said. The Alabama case follows the Supreme Court's recent decision gutting the Voting Rights Act,
wir gerade
which
rüber
prompted
über den
several southern
Four-Way
states to withdraw their
oder All-Way
congressional maps
in dem Sinne.
to favor the Republican Party.
Da hinten dann gleich
Veteran
links.
60 Minutes correspondent Scott Pelley was fired by CBS News Tuesday, one day after he publicly confronted the show's new management at a staff meeting meant to introduce newly appointed executive producer Nick Bilton, who's a tech journalist
Ui,
installed by CBS's
gucken, wie lange das dauert.
editor-in-chief Barry Weiss.
Theoretisch darf es ungefähr eine halbe Stunde dauern. Und wenn jetzt auch noch eine halbe Stunde, dann passt das von der Zeit her.
She does not love this place. She was brought in to kill it, and she's been doing exactly that, unquote. Pelley, who spent 37 years at CBS News, wrote in a statement after his firing, quote, "The leadership of 60 Minutes is no longer recognizable. The principles I hold dear are gone, and so I must leave as well," unquote. This follows Stephen Colbert's ouster from CBS, who President Trump had repeatedly called to be fired. CBS's parent company, Paramount Skydance, is currently attempting to acquire CNN's parent company, Warner Brothers Discovery, which also owns HBO, which requires Trump's FCC for approval. Paramount is owned by Trump allies, the billionaire Larry Ellison and his son David Ellison. And millions of voters across 6 states headed to the polls Tuesday for primary elections ahead of key House, Senate, and governor races in November. In California, 61 candidates were on the ballot in a crowded race to replace outgoing Governor Gavin Newsom. Under California's so-called jungle primary system, the two top vote getters, regardless of party, advanced to the general election. With just over half the ballots counted, MAGA-supporting Republican Steve Hilton is leading the field. Behind him is California Attorney General Javier Becerra, a Democrat who served as Health and Human Services Secretary under President Biden. Currently in third place, Democrat Tom Steyer, the billionaire hedge fund manager turned environmental philanthropist who supports a billionaire's tax and has advocated for single-payer health care. In Los Angeles, incumbent Mayor Karen Bass will advance to a runoff election in November as she seeks a second 4-year term. With about a third of ballots yet to be counted, reality TV star Spencer Pratt is in second place with 29% of the vote. LA City Councilwoman Nithya Raman is in third with 21%. In New Mexico, former Interior Secretary Deb Haaland has won the Democratic gubernatorial nomination. She's a member of the Laguna Pueblo, could become New Mexico's first woman indigenous governor. In Iowa, State Representative Josh Turek has won the Democratic nomination in the race to succeed retiring U.S. Senator Joni Ernst, a Republican. Turek is a former Paralympic gold medalist who had the endorsement of establishment Democrats, including Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer. He defeated Progressive Democrat Zach Walz. Meanwhile, Iowa Republicans have selected farmer Zach Lane as their party's gubernatorial candidate. Lane narrowly defeated President Trump's pick in the race, the far-right Congressmember Randy Feenstra, who Trump described as MAGA all the way. And in New Jersey, Dr. Adam Hamawi beat a crowded field to win Democratic Party's nomination to represent the 12th congressional district. Hamawi had the endorsement of progressives, including Senator Bernie Sanders and Congressmember Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. Hamawi is a former U.S. Army surgeon who in 2024 volunteered with other doctors in the Gaza Strip, where he treated some of the most horrific injuries caused by Israel's assault on Palestine. Illinois Democratic Senator Tammy Duckworth endorsed Dr. Hamawi, saying he helped save her life after her helicopter was shot down in Iraq. Hamawi spoke at a victory party Tuesday night.
We have proved once and for all that there is no such thing as progressive except for Palestine. I will fight for health care, not bombs. To abolish ICE. And to unrig this economy once and for all.
And those are some of the headlines. This is Democracy Now!,
Oh,
democracynow.org, the War
ein
and Peace
Driver.
Report.
Unser Mitarbeiter ist ein Level gestiegen. Das ist
Thanks
nice.
for watching Democracy Now! On YouTube. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to make sure you never miss a video. And for more of our audience-supported journalism, go to democracynow.org, where you can download our news app, sign up for our newsletter, subscribe to the daily podcast, and so much more.
I get irritated very fast. Small things make me mad. This is not a joke. This is an example, because I want you to understand what I'm saying. I don't like it when people eat and sweat at the same time. I don't fucking like it. I don't fucking like it. Like somebody's eating, while they eat, they're like, woo!
Sperr ihn das weg, damit er fahren kann.
I swear to God, I'll punch you in the fucking face. Slow down! Ain't nobody gonna take that food from you. Slow down! Tell you what else I don't like. You're not gonna like it, but I'm gonna tell you anyway. I recently realized that I don't have any patience for unattractive people. There, I said it. That's how I feel. I know when you first hear it, it's a blow. It's a blow at first. I ask that you stay with me, okay? Stay with me until the end. I feel like they're very needy. Unattractive people are very needy. They always want something. Excuse me, excuse me. Excuse me, you know where I can... No, I don't. No. 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 I treat them like fucking cats. Get your ass out of here. Get out of here, you better get. It's too much. It's too fucking much. Let me tell you where the joke came from so you don't think I'm a dick, okay? I was at the bank, right? I get done at the bank, I'm in my car, I'm about to pull out the parking lot. You gotta stop at the little parking booth, right? You gotta get a guy your ticket. I go to get a guy my ticket, he slides the glass back, sticks his head out. Very unattractive man, whatever. He sees me, when he saw me, he lost it, he got excited. He's like, Make that ugly ass face right in my fucking face. Kept hard in my back, you gotta be kidding me. He said, I'm not letting you out here until you tell me why you chose us. Why us? Why you bank with us? Why'd you choose us as your financial institution? I couldn't believe it. Fuck her. I said, I don't have time for this shit. Press the button, let me the fuck out of here. I don't have time. He did it again.
Vertraue meinen Abstandssammler mal ein bisschen.
I don't have any patience. I fucking lost it. I snapped. I said, stop saying us. You don't got shit to do with that goddamn bank. This parking lot ain't got shit to do with that bank. Hit the button. Let me the fuck up out of here. That's when I got mad. He looked me dead in the eye. He said, I got all day, Kevin Hart. All day. I realized he's not playing. He's not gonna let me out. I gotta answer his fucking question. Okay, fine. You wanna know why I chose this bank? The customer service, loan rates, free checking. There you go. That's why. That's why I chose you. This is what pissed me off. He goes, that's all you have to say. With your little
Junge, Saul macht echt komische Geräusche.
The fuck did you just say to me? Get your ugly ass out of my life. He hit the button. I had to pull off. Ah! Now I'm pissed. I'm not ugly. You ugly. Fucking pissed. I stopped at Chipotle 2 blocks up. It's a long line at Chipotle. Now I'm even more irritated. I'm only in this long ass line because of that unattractive ass conversation. While I'm standing in line, the woman behind me goes, oh my God, today's such a nice day, it's so beautiful outside. I'm about to fucking snap. I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna fucking snap. I'm gonna turn around, I'm gonna let this goddamn woman have it. I turn around, I see her. This is by far one of the most attractive women I've ever seen in my fucking life. She was gorgeous. Immediately, instantly. I had time. I had fucking time. I said, you know what? It is a nice day. It's so nice outside. I turned into a fucking weatherman. I said, what we need is rain. We ain't had no rain in a minute. She said, I wasn't even talking to you. Turn her back on me. What the fuck? Oh, no, that is not acceptable. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. She turned around. What? Your place for lunch today. I'm not telling you that. I said, I was an unattractive
So,
person in
jetzt
that
abbiegen.
conversation. God flipped it on me that fast. Let me tell you something, people. No matter how good you think you look, I promise you that you don't look that fucking good. I promise you something will happen in life to show you that you don't look that fucking good. My wife gave me a reality check. We was in a bed watching TV. Commercial came on with the little monster from Lord of the Rings. Spiegel, I think that's his name. Spiegel, he was doing this shit right here. You know the little monster? That's what he did. He was doing this shit. My wife said, oh my God, you be doing that. I said, bitch, what did you just say to me? The fuck did you just say? You be doing that in the morning. Bitch, I ain't never gonna shut that.
Oh, Anhänger.
You're a fucking monster to my goddamn
Beziehungsweise Auflieger. Boah, ey, geh mal Musik, Digga. Okay. Laut.
They told me I was volunteering to save lives. Instead, they strap me down and turn me into something that doesn't have a name.
Every breakthrough in history required sacrifice. I was given a mission to build the most advanced weapon this world has ever seen, and I delivered. People were lost along the way. That is the cost of progress. Faster, stronger, more lethal than anything that has ever walked a battlefield.
He told me this program would save lives. Regeneration, healing, and I believed him because I wanted to. But it was all a lie. There was never a healing program, only the serum and the chair and the tanks. I watched Zerkayn transform, and I did nothing. I took notes while innocent people were dragged into that chamber.
32 innocent people stolen from their homes. Not soldiers, not volunteers, just people who disappeared and never came back.
Jetzt mal ehrlich, was ist das für eine komische Dings hier, Steuerung der Ampeln? Dass die rechts grün haben, wenn ich auch grün habe. Das ergibt ja gar keinen Sinn. Der Rest muss mit rot gefahren sein. Ganz komisch gerade. So.
They died in glass boxes.
Musik hören jetzt. Oder? Ganz komisch gerade gewesen.
Dust on my boots and a road ahead. So bright. Old ghost town sleeping in the sand. Stories written by a weathered hand. From the mountains high to the valleys below, there's a kind of freedom only dreamers know. Oh, Nevada, beneath the silver state sky, where the stars burn bright and the eagles fly. Through the desert night and the canyon wide, I feel alive with the world by my side. Oh, Nevada, hear the coyotes sing. To the rolling hills where the echoes ring. No matter where this soul road may lead, your open land is all I need.
Oh. Ich auf die Autobahn ab, wo ich dann auch immer abgeht nach Dings. Nach Cali, glaube ich.
While the desert keeps its secrets home. A gambler's luck and a cowboy's prayer both find a home somewhere out there. Sagebrush dances in the breeze and whispers through the lonely trees. Every sunset
Rechtzeitig funktioniert. Abstandstempomat. Ab nach Angeles.
The silver state sky, where the stars burn bright and the eagles fly. Through the desert night and the canyon ride, I feel the life with the world by my side. Oh, the rider, hear the coyotes sing. To the moonlit hills, where the echoes ring, no matter where this soul road may lead. You're up in land, that's all I need.
75, als ob ein LKW 75 schafft jetzt.
Nevada keeps calling me into the night.
USA Radio News with Chris Barnes. The U.S. House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy saying today that the coronavirus pandemic appears to have originated in Wuhan, China, and many are asking Congress to investigate that further. However, McCarthy says that it's not going to happen as long as Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi continues to handle these matters the way she's been.
Think about what Nancy Pelosi has done as Speaker. She has protected China from any investigations to the origin of COVID, even though it's killed more than 900,000 Americans. And now she's producing American taxpayer money to China.
China's still bucking a independent investigation, so the money is going for Chinese officials to conduct that study themselves. McCarthy says that's surely the wrong move. And this is USA Radio News. Two people fatally shot at an apartment complex in a suburb of Milwaukee yesterday. The man responsible later died of an apparent self-inflicted gunshot wound, but not before taking aim at police who responded to the scene, as we hear from the Brown Deer, Wisconsin Police Chief Peter Nimmer.
Our officers were dispatched for a shots fired call. Upon our arrival to the scene, our officers were fired upon.
So, erstmal die Karre reparieren gehen, ja.
No officers were wounded, but one other person, a civilian bystander, was injured, but not seriously.
Kreisverkehr, geil.
The Powerball jackpot is growing again. Lottery officials say there were no tickets sold with all 6 numbers in last night's drawing, so Monday's drawing will be worth $147 million. The odds of matching all 6 numbers in that multi-state lottery remain about 1 in 293 million, but as some say, you gotta be in it to win it, and you gotta check us out online anytime. We're at usaradio.com. When it comes to buying and selling things, sometimes it's a buyer's market, sometimes a seller's market. Right now, it's a good market for those who are looking for work, because there certainly are plenty of jobs to go around. And with that in mind, here is a report from USA Radio's Tim Berg.
Reaction continuing to come in to a surprising jobs report on Friday, with the economy adding 467,000 jobs, far exceeding the 150,000 jobs expected by economists. The unemployment rate ticked up slightly to 4%, but the labor force participation rate rose to 62.2%, the highest level since the pandemic began in February 2020. As far as what these numbers mean, chief economist with LinkedIn, Kim Kimbrough, tells MSNBC,
employers are looking beyond the virus right now. They're ready to hire. And it also suggests, based on our data, that we're seeing a lot more applications per role, a lot more people applying to multiple roles. So it suggests to us as well that people are starting to look beyond Omicron and are starting to come back into the job market. Early days, but it's a very positive sign.
Nice.
From the USA Radio News Bureau, I'm Tim Berg.
And snowboarder Julia Marino bringing home the United States' first medal of the 2022 Winter Olympic Games in Beijing, winning the silver medal in women's slope-style snowboarding. And for USA Radio News, I'm Chris Barnes.
on the 5 again. Windows down, my only friend. Palm trees sway, the surf rolls in. Another day where the world begins. From the yacht down to the bay, I could stay here every day. San Diego, you're my sunshine soul, where the nights are warm and the waves still roll. From Pacific Beach to Old Town Lights, you're the calm in my restless life. San Diego, my California dream, where the water's blue and the hearts still gleam. Every sunset burns like gold, and I never wanna let you go. Barefoot walks on mission sand, the sound of laughter hand in hand. Tacos, tunes, and ocean view. Every song reminds me of you. Downtown glow, the city's alive. Skylines kiss the starry sky. Balboa lights and midnight rides. San Diego,
Oh Mann, ey.
soul resides. San Diego, you're my sunshine soul, where the nights are warm and the waves still roll. From Pacific Beach to Old Town Lights, you're the calm in the restless life. San Diego, my California dream, where the water's blue and the hearts still gleam. Every sunset burns like gold, and I never wanna let you go.
Juhu.
From the cliffs of Point Loma.
Hätte ich jetzt mein Auto nicht repariert, hätten sie gesagt, ihr Auto kaputt. Vielleicht hätten sie sogar nicht weiterfahren dürfen, ich weiß es nicht.
Reminds me, life goes on under palm tree skies. I feel so free. San Diego, you're home to me. San Diego,
Erster Aufenthalt in Blythe.
sunshine soul, where the nights are warm and the waves still roll. From Pacific
Highway Patrol.
Old Town Lights, you're the calm in my restless life. San Diego, my forever shore. I don't need much, don't need more. You're the place my heart calls home. San Diego, I'm never gone.
Jetzt hier wirklich das so geil, mal was Gutes.
To the pier at dawn. Every tide reminds me life goes on under palm tree skies. I feel so free. San Diego, you're home to me. San Diego, you're my sunshine soul.
Ist da gerade ein Flugzeug gestartet?
Waves still roll from Pacific Beach to Old Town Lights. You're the calm in my restless.
Ja, vielleicht ist das schon ein letztes. Ah, nee, ist Regentropfen oder irgendwas.
Through the mist of the rising sun, silent steps where the rivers run. Still in the dark, no sound of trees, a hidden blade and a covered face. Lanterns glow in the midnight air. Enemies whisper, but I'm not there. From the rooftops I watch the street.
Soll was nachgucken.
Shadows
Irgendwann später. Zumindest rechts in der Außenspiegel. Indio.
Big sky stretching, calling my name. Dust kicks up behind our ride.
Hat er so lange gewartet da? Da der nächste wartet er auch.
The radio hums the country tone. Highway signs feel like home. Nowhere to rush, nowhere to be. Just Montana and you with me. We're driving.
Ja, die geben mir nicht Tupel, weil ich Dings anhabe. Das ist ja geil. Gutes Detail war. Echt ein cooles Detail, muss ich sagen.
Buffalo run through fields of gold. Stories written but never told. We pull over by the Yellowstone line. Campfire smoke and a bottle of wine. Stars above, they shine so true. Every mile feels brand new.
Wollte ich gar nicht.
We're driving through Montana, where the wild hearts roam. Under skies so wide they could swallow the road. From the Rockies to the rivers, we're free and unknown. In this Nissan Armada, never alone. The moon climbs high
War da schon gar kein Licht mehr an, ne? Na ja, raus. Cool, cool. Ding. Ja, Mann.
LA nights, yeah, we riding through the city glow. Palisades, beach road, ocean waves on slow. Henny in my cup, Denny's after every show. Green girl saloon where the real ones go. Cruising down Sunset, neon on my dash. Palm trees swinging, pockets full of cash. Hooters with the crew, wings dripping with the sauce. Life feel like a movie, never taking loss. From the hills to the coast, we don't ever stop. LA on my chain, west side on top. Pull up late night, we gon' make it last. Every memory we make coming fast. LA nights, yeah, we riding through the city glows. Palisades, beach road, ocean waves on slow. Henny in my cup, Denny's after every show. Green girl saloon where the real ones go. Tables full of Denny's, pancakes on the plate. Talking future moves, yeah, the empire we create. Bottles popping heavy, see the spotlight flash. Cali dreaming daily, whole life moving fast. West side vibe, keep it locked in my veins. From the beach to the streets, all we know is gain. Hooters lights glow and the city never sleeps. Trap dreams born in the LA heat. Ride slow, Palisades by the shore. Every night in Cali got me wanting more. Green girl saloon, toasting till the dawn. LA forever, yeah, the vibe too strong.
Yay. Und Level 14. Ne, 13. Und das hier? Da nochmal drauf. Okay, das war's dann. Bis dann, tschüss.